And she's not a huge fan of working out, so for you at home that may feel the same way, maybe you can relate. If she can do it, you can do it. So a couple of things to keep in mind when you're exercising for weight loss. The first and most important is, of course, get clearance from your doctor before beginning this or any other program. But then, just get yourself moving. Don't worry too much about what type of exercise you want to choose to do. Start by maybe walking around your neighborhood or riding your bike. Just do something that you enjoy and get yourself going. Now, when you feel you might be ready to add resistance training, you can pick up some light dumbbells or use 16-ounce water bottles as your resistance. And keeping in mind that with resistance training, for weight loss specifically, we're going to want to keep your heart rate up the entire time so we burn maximum calories while we also develop lean muscle mass that's going to help boost your metabolism overall. So today's workout is really going to work your entire body from head to toe. Keep your heart rate up. We've got a little cardio burst built in here so we can maximize your exercise for weight loss. So today we're going to be using a chair. We're just taking a chair from the kitchen table. You can use a folding chair, whatever you might have at home. A set, we've got 5-pound dumbbells. Again, feel free to use those water bottles or whatever you might have on hand. And then we've also just folded a mat underneath the chair because we're on a wood floor, so it might slide around a bit. So feel free to do that at home too. When you're on carpet, you're all set. And this is Peanut, my little puppy, who will probably be making cameos throughout the entire workout, so just ignore her. Okay, so we're going to start off with a warm-up. First we want to get you moving. She'll just supervise. So let's get start with a high knee march. Just bring the knee up towards your chest, let your arms just kind of start to swing. So we just want to get the blood flowing, the heart pumping, get things moving. And then from here, start to reach your opposite arm up towards the ceiling. So really reach, start to lift. Good. Just make it as big as you can. Start to feel the heart rate climb. Good. So we're reaching up. Keep extending those arms up just a little bit higher. Good. Just a couple more seconds here. We want to make sure that we're ready to go. Great. Just take it back down to that easy walk. And let's go ahead and get started with your dumbbells. So go ahead and pick up whatever you're using for your resistance. And we're going to start with a total body exercise. This is a squat to overhead press. What I want you to do is start facing away from the chair. You're going to have your feet about hip-width apart. You're going to bend your elbows and bring those weights right in front of your chest. So you don't want to hold it too much in front of your chest, but more lifted. Because we're going to press the weights up to the ceiling. So you're going to bend your knees into what's called a squat position. And I just want you to tap the top of the chair. Sit back in your hips now. Stand up. Press your arms overhead. So that's your move. That's a squat to a press. So we're going to do 15 of these in total. Ready? Here we go. So she squats down and presses up. Sit back into your hips. Push. Good. So you just want a light little tap at the bottom. Make sure you're not actually sitting in the chair. Just touch it and then press. And every time that you do a squat, those knees should be behind your toes every single time so we're not stressing the knee joint. Good. Sit back and press it up. Now another thing I want you to watch for is that you're not hyperextending your elbows on that press. So keep them soft at the top of your press so you don't stress that joint at the top either. What am I going down here? 14. Good. She's counting. One more. And 15. Perfect. So that was a whole exercise, kept your heart rate up. Now we're going to face into the chair and work your back and your legs. So keep holding your weights. I know you want to get rid of them, but keep them. So bring your feet together. You're going to face the chair, squeeze your inner thighs, sit back into your hips, and reach your arms out in front of you with your palms facing in. I want you to bend your knees until you actually tap the top of your chair. So we've got the inner thighs working, your legs are holding here. Make a nice straight line through your spine from your tailbone to your head. Now you're going to bend your elbows into your body and turn your palms up as you bend them in. So this is back row. Ready? Bend your elbows, turn your palms up to the ceiling. This is the top of your row. Do it again. Pull in. She's squeezing through her back. Palms are rotated, and then you rotate back out, turning them in. Ready? Let's do our 15. Get a little lower your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs. Are you ready? Feeling it? Good. We haven't started. And go. 1. Good. And 2. Now at the top, really squeeze. Yes. Perfect. Sit back in your hips, inner thighs together. So this is a narrow squat So I want this to come from your back, not your arms. Stay nice and low. What number are we on? 14. We have one more, and squeeze. Perfect. Now you get to sit on the chair, but don't get comfortable. So turn around, have a seat. You're going to keep your spine straight, your abs in tight, and I want you to just kind of sit lightly and tap just your tiptoes on the floor. Now she's just resting her upper back on the chair, so don't sink into it. You want to keep the spine straight and your abs in nice and tight. You're going to bend your elbows up to the side and do a chest press out on a diagonal. So push up towards my hands, then bend your elbows back. Good. Press out and bend in. Perfect. So you feel your abs working in this position? Good. So if you're not feeling your abs, check your alignment. Yes, you can go ahead and start. Sorry. So you're going to check your alignment here if you're not feeling your abs working. Make sure you're not sinking into your back. You've got just your tiptoes on the floor. If you wanted to make it harder, you could float them off the ground. I won't make you do that. But you could, to keep the abs working a little more. Relax your neck. Try not to let it hang backwards. Push out and up. So we're getting the top of the shoulders and the top of the chest here. Good. Are you breathing? Don't forget to breathe. Exhale out. Inhale in. Good. How are we doing? What number are we on? 14. One more. 15. Perfect. And that's how it should feel. By that last 15 reps, you should really start to feel fatigue. Okay, let's not rest. Put the weights down. We gotta keep you moving. So let's do our workout. So now we're gonna place the hands on top of the chair, underneath the shoulders, legs extended back. You're gonna do what's called a runner. I want you to run your knees into your chest quickly, alternating sides. 30 seconds. Now keep your arms strong. Keep your shoulders over your hands and keep your weight in your upper body. So you can really quickly switch those legs, nice and light, low impact because you're putting most of your weight into those arms. Again, this is why we want the chair to stay in one place. Nice and quick. You should be getting the heart rate up. You should be breathing heavy. Breathing heavy? Yes. Good. Okay. Let's move back to the weights. So now we're going to work more of those smaller muscle groups in your arms and upper body. So you're going to start with one foot forward. I'm going to face this way so you can see this a little better. Tap the other toe back. So she's got barely any weight. She could actually lift it off the floor if she tried, right? Come on, lift your foot. Aha, perfect. So keep your chest lifted and give me a bicep curl. Now you can keep the toe on the floor. But if you wanted to make it harder, you can have that balance challenge at the top. Now she's doing a nice bicep curl with your chest a little more. Yeah, good. So at the top, you're stopping at about armpit level. You never want to touch the weights to your body, it's too far. And you don't want to swing them back and forth. You want the bicep muscle right here to do all of the work on the way up and on the way down. What do you think, Peanut? You doing a good job? Yes, Peanut says you're doing great. What rep are you on? 12. 12, good. Keep your abs in tight. Work on that balance challenge on that single leg. Almost there. Good. Okay, now stay in that position with your feet. Bend your knees, and you're going to bring your elbows behind you. So we're going to lower down so you keep the legs going. You're going to extend back into the tricep extension. Good. Can you lower it down a little bit more into that front leg? Good. Excellent. Abs in tight again. Nice straight line through the spine. We need more of your front leg. So remember the back leg is still nice and light. Do you feel your front thigh working too? Good. And we want to feel this right here in the backs of those arms. We're working those triceps. Getting ready for the tank top for the summer. Good. Just keep looking straight down and out so your neck stays in line with your spine. Push back through the backs of your arms. Good. How many more? 13. 14. We're going to do one more. Really squeeze back. Good. Now you get to set those weights down and you're going to come into a side plank on top of your chair. So bend your elbow underneath your shoulder. So you're going to stack your top leg over top, slightly in front of the bottom foot, so it helps with support. Now keep the top hand on top of the chair for a little extra help. And you're going to lift up through your ribs, pressing the hips up, and then dip them down slightly. Ready? Here we go. And 1, and 2. So lift through your side. And if you want to make this harder, you can take your top arm towards your head. Just an option. Good. Okay, she's already got an option. That's fine. Lift and squeeze. Now, if you're really feeling this in your shoulder, your elbow in closer and focus on lifting more through your ribs. Good. Pressing straight up. Remember, we're going for 15 total here. Keep the belly pulling in towards your back. Try to draw your belly button into your spine. And we made it to 15. Pick up your weights again. And we get to do all that on the other side. Yeah, you're so excited. Okay, so you're going to switch feet. Step forward with the other leg. Remember which leg it is? know you are curls, tapping the back leg light. Lift your chest up, look straight ahead. So this one you can be standing upwards for. Curl the elbows in, keep your abs in tight. Good. And remember, you want to stop at about armpit level at the top. Good, you feel this in those biceps. Did you try lifting that back to left? Yeah, let's chest come forward. Good. Nice. Now, this time I'm going to go straight into the triceps. Position, elbows behind you, bend and extend, looking straight down to the floor. Good. That's it. So again, balance challenge, abs in tight, straight line through the spine. Now, if you're finding this too difficult, you can always bring both feet together and take the extension back from there. But again, the idea is that you want to keep the whole body working together at one time. Good. As soon as we finish this, we're going to move right into the other side plank. So now we're going to face the other side for the side plank position. Elbow underneath your shoulder, you're going to stack your top leg in front. Good, now just lift up to the side, squeezing and lifting to the bottom side. So this is all coming from your obliques. Right, Peanut? You're going to work on your obliques next. Lift up and try to exhale as you lift to the ceiling. So breathe out and come down. Breathe out and come down. Good, don't sink into your shoulder. Keep pressing down to that side. Make it all the way to that 15th rep. Almost there. Yes, good. Keep lifting, don't sink. I know we're getting tired. Good. And now we're going to finish with one more cardio burst. Facing the chair, hands underneath your chest. You're going to start with that side to side tap with your feet. So keep the weight in the arms, just give me a tap. 1, 2, 1, 2, or you're going to hop with both feet side to side. Yes, now if you keep most of your weight in your upper body, it's easier to jump side to side. Again, this is a low impact move because we are using the chair here to help us out. Going for 30 seconds on this drill. So you should be breathing heavy, you should be working hard, you should be sweating by now, right? Yeah. Make it? You sweating? Did you get a good workout? Good, so let's just cool things down a little bit. So just start walking in place, take some deep breaths. So the whole point is that you should be gasping for air at this point in the workout. That means you did a good job. Good. So what do you think? We work everything? We got everything done? Yes. Perfect. So it doesn't take hours to work out. You can get everything done in a very short amount of time with very little equipment or space. Just take your feet hip width apart. Let's stretch opening across the chest. Inhale. Reach your arms back behind you. Exhale, round forward. Good. And just take a stretch over to the side. And to the other side. And relax. Great. Thank you so